Hey, this is Pastor Frank with a follow-up to last Sunday's message. The Apostle Paul, what an interesting character in the pages of the Bible. Probably the most influential person in the first century next to Jesus is the Apostle Paul. And last Sunday we just talked about what is Paul's testimony? What is his story? And the cool thing is Paul's given his testimony many different times, mostly when he was in prison at a place called Caesarea down by the sea. He continually gave his testimony to all who would listen, to high-ranking officials. We know that later on in life he went to Rome and gave his testimony to Caesar himself. Crazy, a wonderful brother. And what an amazing, for me, when you study the Apostle Paul, he's on the road to Damascus to arrest Christians, and Jesus comes to him. He falls off the horse, and here's a guy that studied the Bible his whole life, and he doesn't even know who God is. Who art thou, Lord? That's pathetic. There's too many people in the world that have studied religion and have no clue who God is. Paul was that way. Interesting brother. Hey, this next week we're going to be talking testimony again. Interesting guy, a guy named Zacchaeus, kind of hidden in the New Testament, a tax official, not just a collector like Paul or like Matthew, but this guy would kind of ran the whole tax show down in Jericho. We're gonna hear about him next week. I want to remind you again to be a part of Steve Claflin's class Sunday after church. Amazing questions. We're going through 12 or 11 challenges to the Bible's authority. It's so good. Coming right out of basically Talbot Seminary. So if you want to be a part of that, please do. Also, trunk or treats coming up. Please bring candy and be praying for this event. If you know of kids in your neighborhood, man, tell them to come to the church. They're going to have an absolute blast. It's going to be so fun. And I do want to give you a heads up that on November the 3rd, we're going to do a special Sunday service dedicated to the persecuted church that's happening right now all over the world. You don't want to miss that. Hey, Woodbridge, God bless you this week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Sunday as we continue our series, Testimony. Take care.